right. Hello. Oh my goodness. It's human pasta podcast again this evening, this day, today. But it's a little different today. I don't have Derek with me. I have a guest, a new person. It's a good fine fellow I've known for a while. Would you like to introduce yourself, Randall?
Sure, yeah. Randall, yeah. My name
Randall. I said Frendel, but Randall works.
Yeah, no, my name's Randall.
Oh, Randall. All right. Yeah. Randall Scrath.
Randall Scrath. Pistowitz.
Stephen King character. All right. But your actual human name...
My actual real person name is Jacob Palmer.
Ooh, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob and I have known each other for a few years now. I think we met in middle school.
Yeah, it's been a handful of years.
Dude, it's been a handful of minutes. Pretty big handful of a long time. But we both went to school in different spots, and you live in Rochester now, and I live down in
Rochester,
fucking
New York.
Yeah, I live down here in Rootland, Massachusetts. Yeah, it's a rough and tumble place, not gonna lie. Yeah, there's lots of like squirrels that run around, get to your garbage, gotta handle it. It's a pretty big deal, dude. Pretty big deal. No, but we are two not wildly, but we took very different paths through our learnings.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, Derek and I were both I studied theater, Derek did film. But Jacob, what did you study?
I majored in physics, and I was a double major in physics and math for a while.
He's some kind of brainiac or something. You got a fucking egghead. Yeah, I got a real nerd over here.
Big old geeky nerd, my dude.
Although you're
every day I start my day with some long division.
Oh, there you go.
Normal people, it's cups of coffee, but me, I do long division. It really gets me going in the morning.
It fires your neurons.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, do you like? That's a bad joke. I'm not even gonna. It's a Sudoku. It was a Sudoku puzzle joke. It wasn't even funny, so we're just gonna ignore that.
All right.
Maybe I'll even cut it out. No, but yeah, pretty different. A little known fact about me: a lot of my friends in high school are now this. They're like all like math and science oriented, and I fucking love it. We had Nathaniel was over earlier. It's too bad he couldn't be on for the show, but what was he? He's studying chemistry.
Yeah, he's getting his PhD in chemistry. He's in his first year.
in chemistry. And I'm fucking
some sort of organic medical chemistry.
Yeah, that's right.
Something with proteins.
Something magical with proteins.
Yeah, dude, he's
basically he's some sort of like alchemical wizard. Do not cross his path. Do not cross him or you shall die. Excuse me. No, but Jacob was visiting this weekend. I thought it'd be fun to have him on the show. So here we are. It's kind of late. We're recording.
It's very late.
Yeah, we're recording way later than we normally do. It's like 11.
What time do you normally record?
Like noon.
Oh shit, that's the time to do it.
Yeah, noon or like around like 5.
Dude, it's past my bedtime.
Oh yeah, it's well past our bedtime. Last night we were playing. Jacob drove. How long was your drive yesterday?
Let's see. It's like I want to say 6.5 hours to
get
to Boston.
And then you know what he did right after that 6.5 hour drive? Sat in on a D&D campaign and participated and actually killed the boss.
Yeah, dude. I dealt the final 2 blows, cut off its head.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking insane. It was kick ass. We removed a name from a list of names.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, dude.
And then we went on another like hour and a half long drive. I felt so bad for you.
Out to Rutland.
Yeah, out here, out to bumfuck nowhere.
That's cool though. I had a good time.
Good.
Chilling,
well, I'm glad.
All day, yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah, we didn't do shit today. We played. What did we do today? We played
a board game. Oh, we did. We made breakfast. We played.
We made some cool breakfast. We played Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah, that's true. I was not paying attention at the time.
I forgot we did that in the morning.
Yeah, I know. We did that for a good while before our friend came over. Nathaniel came over. And then, yeah, GDW Wilkins, right? And then we played Lords of Waterdeep.
Dude, that was a fun game.
Good game.
Yeah, I'm into that game.
Yeah, if
First time playing.
yeah, if anyone's interested, Lords of Waterdeep is it's a Dungeons and Dragons based board game. We've had a very Dungeons and Dragons themed weekend. We played Dungeons and Dragons last night, and we played a game based in the Dungeons and Dragons like lore and mythos. But it's a fun game. You play as like different lords, and you're all kind of working against each other to gain power in the city, and you play for 8 rounds. And by the end of those 8 rounds, you tally up your victory points, and it's a fun little diversion.
Do stuff. It's good fun.
It was a good, cool time. And then we just played more Binding of Isaac. There'll be some videos, potentially some episodes coming out of just Jacob and me playing Binding of Isaac. Pardon the quality. We're both tired. And there are moments of just dead silence. We don't get far either. It was kind of upsetting.
No, we got far one time.
Yeah, I was hoping to at least kill Mom, but no. We didn't even do that.
That's not even far, right? Isn't that just
no?
Like the
technically,
beginning?
Yeah. Like on the account we were playing on, I haven't beaten her yet. On my actual PC, I've beaten her and I've gotten a bit further, but I never really played the game that much. But no, I haven't beaten her on the laptop that we stream with or that we record with, and so. Yeah, when you beat her, you unlock a bunch of extra levels. So when you do it again, it's not those like 4 that we were going through. They add like 3 more, so you have to get through like 6. Cool. Yeah, and it gets more and more. And then when you beat her, you can like go into the womb, and then you fight through the womb, and that's a bunch of different levels. And then then there's levels after. Yeah, it's a long
wild game. Yeah,
it's supposed to be endless. It's fun. Binding of Isaac it's an old one, but it's a good one. I mean, it's not super old, but. It's definitely not new. And there's tons of crazy mods for it too. Like
really?
There's some fan mods like I think like Stillbirth or something. Yeah, it just it adds more monsters and items to the basement and stuff. And like bosses. It's a fun one. I haven't installed it yet because I don't think I have all the required things. I have Afterbirth or wait, no. I don't know. Whatever. I don't have the newest one. I have one of the older like big packs. Like there was Binding of Isaac, and then they made Binding of Isaac Rebirth, I think, or something, and then they made some more Binding of Isaacs. I don't have them, but whatever. Point is, Jacob's here. He a fun fellow. I here. I also fellow. This is probably gonna be a shorter episode because it's so late, and I don't know. I don't want to put my boy here on the spot. But the one thing I wanted to call to attention was the difference, because Derek and I have talked a lot about like costume design and film and stuff, and it's nice to have someone else who does something else. I know like you're interning at this optics place, and I don't know what your job is like there, if it's crazy interesting to go into, but or if you have other things you'd rather talk about that are not mathematical.
I can talk about it briefly. Yeah, I don't mind. I
this
work
is
in
the
R&D
only reason
department.
I had you on. It's for the math.
Dude, that's okay. I love talking about math.
All right, good. Because I don't.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Some people might. So sorry, I cut you off.
So my job. I work in the R&D department, research and development. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, for all of you lambo dumb bids, that's research and development. Go on. Please continue. Just gonna keep interrupting you.
No, that's fine. I've worked on a bunch of different projects there, though.
Oh, fuck
pretty cool. Yeah, it's like there's all the like principal investigators, like the head engineers that have their like projects that they're working on, and then I started off with one, and I was working on a deflectometer.
What is that?
Yeah, it's a kind of cool name. But it's this interesting thing. It's used in the car industry a lot.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you why after I describe what it is.
Oh, okay, fuck yeah. This is awesome. Go on.
So anyway, it's pretty simple, based off simple, relatively simple physics concepts, but it's very difficult to implement. But basically, imagine there's a computer and a there's a camera and a computer monitor, which is hooked up to a computer. And those are kind of like up, and the camera's like pointing down so that it'll bounce off a part, and then, or sorry, the light will actually come from the computer monitor, it'll bounce off the part and hit the camera.
All right.
Right, so
you're using your hands to show
know,
me this, which is too bad for the listener.
It is but if you imagined, like, if you're bouncing a basketball, like,
oh, okay,
so like you're standing across from each other, one person like throws it down, it bounces off the ground, the other person catches it.
Yeah.
So the computer monitor would be like throwing the basketball, the light comes off of it, bounces off the ground, which in this case would be the thing you're measuring in the deflectometer, and then the camera is catching the basketball. Except
right, cool.
Imagine it flipped upside down, so then you don't have to hang your part from the ceiling or from the. No, wait, no, that would be the right direction. Because sorry,
no worries.
I was flipping everything around.
All right, awesome. What does that do then?
So, because light acts like a wave, you get. Or no, I don't think it's. I think actually you're using the fact that it acts like a particle. So then you put like a pattern across the computer monitor, and it'll bounce off the reflective part that you're trying to measure, and then it'll get picked up by the camera, and it like moves it across the screen, and then it does the pattern sideways across the computer screen, and once you have it calibrated, you know where everything is. So basically you're making a bunch of triangles because you know where the light's coming from and where it's getting picked up, so you can find the intersection, and then you can make a bunch of normal vectors using that information, which are just vectors pointing off the surface at a perpendicular angle. And then you can reconstruct the surface on the computer, and you can get like an image of like the high and low spots. And then the reason this is used in the car manufacturing business is because even if you have just tiny dents in the car, it can make it like look a little warped. And then
so
you'll
they
like
use it to make it uniform.
It makes it a lot easier to see. You can like pick up where the little indents are, even though you may not be able to like feel them.
True. And then it could also help with like wind resistance, like smoothing them out to be like
yeah, it doesn't help with like actually smoothing it, but knowing where it is smooth is helpful.
Oh well, yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's like it allows them to see like, okay, we've got to change it here and there. Dude, interesting things. I keep clicking my pen, which is no good.
Yeah, so that was like the first thing I started on. Then I started doing like odd jobs around the thing because I had some free time. So I started working on other projects and stuff, which was pretty cool.
Didn't you you mentioned earlier you guys worked on one of the lenses or something for the...
Yes, not me. This was before I got there.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Okay. I wish, but no, I didn't help make them at all.
That's radical. But you could... What was it again that it was? Sorry.
So there's the recent photos of Pluto that came out, I think, in the past, I want to say 2 years.
Okay.
Something like that. It's pretty recent. Yeah, it was a big deal because like it had a heart on Pluto apparently.
Oh,
everyone
fuck
was
yeah.
Like, oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa, I wonder what that means. It probably doesn't mean anything, but it's fun to think that it would. Anyway.
So yeah, I think NASA sent out the satellite. It was a big deal, but you know, in order to get those images, you need lenses in the camera.
Optics, man.
Yeah. Guess
Radical
who made
stuff.
those lenses? It's Optimax Systems Incorporated.
Okay, there you go. And that's where you're kicking it. Radical, my boy. What was I going to say? Well, that's cool. Oh yeah, what were you going to go into the odd jobs? Or does not work?
You know, honestly, I really don't know what I'm allowed to talk about.
Then don't.
No, I know I'm allowed to talk about the deflectometer because I've asked.
Okay,
and
cool.
it's something you can like Google. I think Optimax has written a paper about it. And then
That's
I know that they're
interesting.
okay with us talking about that. They have jobs with NASA. I don't think I can go into the details about it. Not that I know that much.
We got a privileged Ben here. All right. We've got me recording dumb games and videos and trying to be a designer, and then we got you, a real life super genius.
Oh, I wouldn't say a super genius, dude. I'm just an intern, my man.
All right.
Luckily, a paid intern, but still.
Super genius intern, right?
Yes.
entering to be a super and then a genius.
Yes, that's the goal. That's what I'm working towards. I'm not working towards, doctor. I'm looking for a super genius.
Yes.
SG.
Yes, and then get evil on there somewhere.
Yes.
Enjoy the league of evil.
That's once you get super genius, you have to choose a track. You have to pick evil or good.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's a little known fact about the field.
Oh, so do you know anyone who's gone down good or evil?
No, because most of the time the good people end up going in academia. So you get brought up.
Okay, so they're pretty more common. What about the evil ones?
Oh, they go work in industry.
I see. I feel like that is really fitting. I feel like it makes a lot of sense. Good to know. Excellent. Well, anyway, moving on. So I wrote down a bunch of topics. I don't know what I was thinking. I literally just wrote down math, ghosts, alien, movies.
I think we've talked about one of those.
We definitely talked about some math.
Math. Well, we talked about more about physics, but physics is just applied math.
You know what? And stairs are just an organized hill. So that's a Jim Gaffigan joke. I didn't come up with that.
Citing your sources. I like it.
Oh, dude, of course. David Mitchell. I kept referencing a bunch of his stuff he said, and I kept forgetting his fucking name, and I had to put it in the description of one of the episodes. Okay, let me throw this crazy scenario at you. It's not a scenario. It's a question. Derek saw a medium the other day. You've never met Derek, which is too bad.
No, I don't have much to base this question on.
He's a good fella.
Okay, I'll base it off that.
he and I had a big cast a few days ago about ghosts and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Have you encountered a ghostie, or do you feel like ghosties are a thing? Do you think, because he kept talking about like potentially scientific ways to prove that ghosts exist. Like, for example, he mentioned some of those people that go into like hunt ghosts and stuff. They'll go into someone's room, and it's like, sometimes it's just like electrical equipment lets off certain frequencies, and you can't hear it, but it gets picked up in your head, and it can make you uncomfortable. And like sometimes people that, or it can cause like slight hallucinations, like over time, like long periods of time. And like sometimes when those ghost hunters go into a place, they just like are like, turn off your fan. Like your fan, when your fan is on, it's an old fan. It emits a very like high frequency sound that you can't hear, but it's like slowly driving you crazy and making you think that your house is haunted. And then like they turn the fan off, and immediately like the weird dreams or like hallucinations or whatever go away. And he was saying like all this stuff about like, oh, spiritual energy could be like life, or we were both saying like life energy. And I was wondering, as a big science brain, do you think we could wrangle up some ghosts, into a proton pack and enslave them? And use their ghost energy to fuel a super rocket to Mars.
Oh, wow.
And live there.
Yeah, that'd be pretty rad.
That would be pretty rad.
Yeah.
Thank you for recognizing.
Yeah, all about the radness of this scenario.
Dude, absolutely,
I'm thinking
my
about
brother.
Ghostbusters. I'm feeling that would be my reference.
Derek has said frequently Ghostbusters is his favorite film. And apparently in the beginning, he was telling me the other day that in the Ghostbusters video game that Dan Aykroyd was saying that you can make a proton pack, but it would just cost like a lot of money. And apparently the science is there. It couldn't shoot a stream, I guess, but it could like shoot.
Wait, so in the Ghostbusters
it's
universe, it's canon that you can make a proton pack out of.
No. In real life, you could actually manufacture it. Like, apparently all the things proton can pack. Be made. Yeah.
Like the thing from the...
Yeah, that they used to suck the ghosts up.
Wait, so what is that thing? It's just shooting plasma? What is that thing shooting
It shoots protons, I guess.
Oh, protons?
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know. Like, he was just telling me about it, but like, it can't shoot a stream, but it can gather them and shoot out like about this long, just like maybe like 4 inches worth of spray of protons. It doesn't hurt humans or anything. It doesn't really do anything. But
I don't think that's true. Here, I'll tell you why.
Yes! Yes.
So I do think it's bad for humans because there's a type of radiation. I believe it's called alpha radiation. It's a common type of radiation.
Okay.
Where it emits
That's wrong.
a
No.
hydrogen nucleus.
Yes.
Do you know what a hydrogen nucleus?
No.
Okay. And unionized hydrogen nucleus, or like the standard model of a hydrogen nucleus is one proton bound to a neutron with an electron orbiting it. And then there's the isotope of hydrogen, which
This is exactly why I wanted you on the show.
it's missing the neutron,
Uh-huh.
and if it's ionized, it'll also be missing the electron.
Oh.
So if a proton, a neutron, and an electron is now missing the neutron and the electron,
Oh no.
it's just the proton.
Uh-huh.
So a proton is actually just a hydrogen nucleus, which is what's emitted during alpha decay,
Oh.
which is a type of radiation that is not good for you. It can be stopped very easily. Like all you need is like a piece of lead, or not even lead, like a piece of paper.
That is so
But
funny.
if it gets inside of you, it's bad.
Hey, do you think it could lasso a ghost? Hey, science boy, science me out a ghost, huh? Explain that. Explain that, science guy. You threw a bunch of nucleus and proton electrodes at me. Science me a ghost. Science me a ghost.
Dude, I don't know. I haven't read up on the ghost. I need to see the most recent
Proton
literature.
me, proton neutron, hydron nucleus me a ghost, buddy. Wait, what was it again? Hydron nucleus?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Okay.
Hydrogen. Yeah.
I don't know. I wrote down hydrogen, but I left the R out.
Oh, you
so
did?
I
Yeah.
just had hydrogen. So I was like, that's definitely not the word. Cool.
No, that's actually hydrogen's brother atom. They call it the hydrogen.
So hydrogen.
It's like the hydrogen, but it's
hydrogen's
a step
brother
down
is
in
named
Oak.
Adam.
Yeah.
And that's what the Ghostbusters shoot out of the proton pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. I'm learning a lot. This is good. This is exactly why we wanted you on the show. This is good. All right. Jacob, new permanent guest. Okay.
Nice, yeah, I'll drive the 5.5 hours
Yes.
every weekend.
No, we can actually. We were
we can,
working
like,
on
Skype
a.
call or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Discord is better.
Dude, the future's here. We're in it.
Speaking of which, aliens.
Nice. Okay.
We throw aliens at you, buddy. How do you feel about those green, gray,
I'm
draconian?
making some assumptions on these aliens.
Oh, all right, my dude. Science me an alien.
my dude. No, I can't.
Ghost me an alien.
Ghost me an alien?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, see, that's actually the only way we could actually prove if there's aliens is if we're able to capture an alien ghost. So first we gotta work on this ghost
Fuck.
tech. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we got to get Adam
Adam. Yep.
and Proteon
Yep.
together.
Yes, protons are named after Sir Protean.
Protean or the Protean dynasties?
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't realize
He's
that.
really ahead of his time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I had a joke and I forgot what it was. I love when that happens. I'm like, here I go. Never
Dude,
mind.
that makes me so frustrated. I hate when I'm thinking about something and I start thinking about something else, but I forget what I was thinking about a second ago.
Welcome to my fucking life. I will walk into a room confident in what I'm doing. In the moment I step into the room, I have no idea why I'm there. And I will turn around as if nothing happened. And just leave. And halfway back to whatever, I'll be like, oh my God. And I turn right back around. And I'm like, I'm insane. So don't even worry about it, dude. Yeah, I mean, aliens... I think I just felt like it would be a fun topic to bring up aliens. But I think you and I both know aliens are our best friends.
Yeah.
Obama was an alien. Now he turned back into a human.
Okay.
Donald Trump is a bunch of smaller aliens inside of a human suit, and they're very confused as to how they got into the suit, which is why he's such a psychopath. It's just the confused decisions of several aliens.
That's exactly how a horse
That's
would
also
act
why.
in a-
That's also why he's so. Oh my God, that's right. Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't even. Yes, they had no idea what they were doing. That's why they're so easily manipulated. Is because they're like, okay, fine, we'll do what you say. We don't know what's going on.
Oh, this is
now I'm giving him an excuse. Yeah. No, what I'm saying is.
Oh yeah, dude, you can't. Don't have excuses.
I'll just cut that out. No, I thought it was being funny, and then I realized that who we're actually talking about.
Big yikes, dude! Hey. I heard it. I listened to NPR for a little bit the other day on my drive here.
Because you're so cool. Yeah.
No, so it was because my phone was gonna die. I had to turn the radio on.
Oh, that's fair. No, I'm just fucking with you.
And they're talking about the wall. It costs like $4 billion per mile. I didn't know they were even building it.
Dude.
I thought they just couldn't afford to build it, but they're throwing money at it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they're also doing other evil things. It's a foolish, odd state of affairs we're in, which is why I prefer to talk about ghosts and aliens.
Yes, all right, let's do it. I like that.
I should have even mentioned all the orange sides. But hey, what are you gonna do? So, science brain, can we lightsaber? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh fuck! Wait, seriously? Because I make prop lightsabers, but can I actually cut my foes apart with a blade of?
No, I don't think it would be a lightsaber like they have in the movie.
Fuck off,
dude. I think it's like I think they can like build a beam of it, but it's really short and it's like a whole
I have heard of this actually.
Stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. I want to carry that around on my back.
Yeah, for sure. They could. I haven't been looking into this topic at all. I just remember hearing
do my
about
squats.
This a while ago.
Just like squat real hard. You know what I'm saying?
To make a lightsaber.
Like so I can carry all that on my back. Like to blast people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely awesome.
Dude,
definitely
and then you'll just get real strong.
I'll be like Goku.
Do your 100 squats a day, 100 push-ups a day.
Just like One Punch Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like One Hunch Man. Just like One Crawl Man. Just like Small Flame Man. Anyway. See any funny movies? Heard any funny laughs? Listen to any good jokes? Heard any songs that made you want to go wow? Feeling flowy? Punk? I'm just going to keep asking you questions and not letting you answer. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite color? Favorite animal? Shoe size? Pant size? Eyeball size? Glass? Pupil diameter? Not diameter. Distance, like distance between pupils. I forget what it's called. Never mind. Movies. Seen any cool movies?
Oh, jeez.
See the new Star Wars?
I did, yeah. That was the last movie.
What'd you think?
I enjoyed it.
Because Derek is very upset about it.
Really? Why?
He hated it.
Why? Better not be a little bitch answer.
Oh, what is the little bitch answer?
I don't know. I want to hear his answer first, then I'll pass judgment.
He just thought it was God. You know what? It's really embarrassing. I can't even remember. No. Well, we already talked about it on the podcast because we had like a whole podcast about it, but it was just God, what were his major gripes? It was really weird with like the Palpatine stuff and like the transference of the Force and things like that. Like the way, it just felt very not like no like direction, no real nice like wrap up at the end. Like it didn't feel like it wrapped the series up. It just kind of was like, let's just end this series. Let's just put a movie out.
I did get the sense that they were just whipping like, through a bunch of things.
Let's just quick. Call back as much. Like let's just dredge up as much stuff as we can. Like he was going on about the whole
they tied up all the questions well.
Well, the whole thing about what he didn't like was like fucking Palpatine made Snoke. It's kind of silly. Just like this whole thing of like, I made Snoke. I'm the ultimate evil bad guy. It's like that was one of his biggest gripes. And then his whole thing of,
I'm still not sure how I feel about it being Palpatine.
I think it was stupid. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard that and I was like, I don't want to see it now. And then it ending with her being like, oh, she's actually Palpatine's kid. Was like, what? And then he's like, I forget what he does, but he does something to get power, and he's like he wants her to kill him, and then he gets strong, and he's like, never mind, fuck you. And it's like, where's the motivation? It's kind of like really flip-floppy.
So you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. This is all what Derek was saying. But I just thought it was funny that you're like, I liked it, because he hated it.
Wow.
He's like a film major. He's got all these
okay.
opinions.
Maybe we should take his opinions.
No. His opinion's an opinion. No, I mean,
okay.
he has a.
Remember what happened.
Dude, honestly, maybe I'll just go watch it. I watched the prequels.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh, the prequels.
See, that's the thing.
I've been wanting to rewatch the prequels lately.
They're not amazing.
No, I know they're not amazing, but like
we can watch Revenge of the Sith if you want.
Okay. But I just remember when I was a little kid watching them a lot because they were like coming out.
I didn't watch them until I was in like high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I didn't really like them anyway. I was already like, fuck this. Well, what did you like about the Star Wars then? Because we have a different opinion now, which is cool.
Well, we haven't actually seen it.
Alright, it doesn't matter.
Alright, let me think about it.
Brain on. Use all the flowers on your shirt to empower your brain.
Dude, I don't know. I just personally like what they did with what's the guy Han Solo's kid.
Oh, Kylo Ren.
I like what they did with his character and Rey. I thought the connection that they had was an interesting part of the story.
I don't remember what Derek had to say about that. What was radical about it? If you don't mind my asking.
I don't know. I just thought it was like a really cool dynamic because on like one hand you got this person that's like on the rebel or on the with the rebels, and this other person that's like in the big bad baddies team.
They're forgettable.
Yeah,
the forgettable First Order.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's I don't know. I just thought it was cool that like, you know, they're trying to hunt each other down, and then here they are. And then, dude, I just thought, regardless of how it built the story, there's this one scene at the end where, do you care about spoilers?
No, he already spoiled it off.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, we should. Spoilers. I'll do another robot voice to tell you where to skip ahead to.
Starflip spoilers here. Warp to 33 minutes and 10 seconds, you smelly sour troglodyte baby suckers. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Go nuts.
But anyway, so near the end of the movie, there's this scene where Kylo Ren is running to help Rey, who's facing up against Palpatine. But he had thrown his red lightsaber into this ocean because he's like, "Fuck it, I'm done with being a big bad baddie."
What a loser.
But anyway, he's running. He doesn't have his lightsaber, and he gets surrounded by the Knights of Ren. They're gonna beat him up, and then I think like he somehow tells Rey or something, but Rey has two lightsabers. She has Leia's lightsaber from when she was training.
Okay.
And then they have Luke's old lightsaber, and so she has it, and she like puts it behind her back. It like it looks like she's getting ready to like attack him or like put her lightsaber away or something. And then she lifts her hand up, and it's gone. And then Kylo Ren had done like the same thing, and he lifts it up, and then he has the lightsaber and just beats the shit out of the Knights of Ren. It's the fucking greatest thing.
That's kind of cool. That's what he was saying. Is like the action and stuff is fun to watch.
Yeah. No, I think
it's the story that
like cinematography, like how it looks and stuff, is awesome.
Radical,
very cool stuff.
Radical. Was your massive pulsating math brain going crazy watching all the like wild calculations of all the code and CGI and stuff and the flips where you like doing all like these like equations? That's what you are to me now is math.
Yeah, that's all.
You're not Jacob anymore.
No, I'm seeing equations.
You're just like yes, like Rain Man in the audience, like yes, all the numbers, all the variables, all the different. Oh yes, all the angles, the physics of this. Dude, your brother's a metal wizard.
Yeah, dude, that's his official.
I don't know how much you know about that and how much you can share about that. But I just thought that was so interesting.
He's studying material science.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's been doing a lot of research with metallurgy. It's a very, very good name.
Wild, wacky stuff. Very good. Very much, very good. Cool stuff, my bro. Well,
dude, He does. He knows a lot of cool shit. Every time I see him again, he always tells me some science fact that blows my mind.
What cool science fact has he told you recently?
Jeez, dude, the one I keep thinking about is this would actually be so this
we have a French press.
Yes,
here.
We have a French press.
Jacob is demonstrating with a French press.
I have the lid, and then there's the body, and they're not touching each other. Right, but they're the same metal, right? So, but then when you touch them together, they don't connect, right? But that's because there's a protective layer that doesn't, so it's not actually the metal touching the same metal,
right?
But if you have two pure metals with no oxidized layer or any protective layer, and you touch it together with another one, it'll just fuse.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah, I don't think it's instant, but it would just become the same metal because effectively there's no barrier between them anymore. So the how metals work is just electrons moving around, so they don't know that they're passing from this one metal to the next one.
Holy shit!
It doesn't make a difference to them because it's it's the same as being here or here. It's still because it's the same.
That's
metal.
Radical. I love the idea. Metal's magic.
This isn't a problem when we're on the Earth because the atmosphere, with all the atoms in it and stuff, will just form an oxidized layer.
Yeah,
that's fine. But when you're building space stuff,
that's
a problem because if you get a scratch on the oxidized layer, you could fuse the door shut and then you can't open it.
That's insane. That's fucking awesome. That's crazy to think about, dude. Because now I'm thinking of man, sci-fi movies, picture that fucking shit. Okay, no bullshit. Deus Ex Machina, no fuck. He scratched the thing on the door. We can't fucking open it. Damn it. Some Saboteur space station shit. That would be cool. See, this is good. We got science brain, and then we got the other brain. We put it together. We're gonna make something really cool. Dude, we should definitely write a big space movie. Yeah, hey, listen. Derek and I are always talking about, why doesn't someone write just a cool new space thing? Let's just do that. Let's just do oxidized and unoxidized layers of metal in space combining into giant space golems that are conquering planets and eating worlds.
Oh,
right?
I love it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's fucking badass, though. I love the idea of two things just melding together like that. I mean, not immediately, but just that's a fun, good thing.
Because that's it's totally not intuitive. You leave the French press lid on for probably days at a time, and it's not. Yeah, it just comes out.
It is what it is. But to think that because you think of metal as such a hard it's you think of Play-Doh would mix together like that, Yeah. But you wouldn't I would never think that if you had a piece of iron and another piece of iron and they're they don't have the oxidized layer between them, they're in a vacuum, and you put them next to each other and let them touch, that they'll just melt into one. That's crazy to think about. I love that. It gives me a lot of crazy ideas for D&D too, with druidism and metal and stuff like that. But that's a whole other thing, dude. What a burger, double damn. I'm really tired. It's another cool thing we can rattle on about. More mathy. Yeah. I mean, you can just
it's hard
spit
to
out.
come up with ideas.
I know it is. I mean, we didn't even go into aliens, but what else can we go into really about aliens? Aliens are whatever, dude. You mountain bike?
Well, I do
mountain biking.
road bike occasionally, but my main thing's not. It's just sometimes there's not a mountain around.
Oh fuck, that's right. Yeah, that's the thing about mountains is
yeah, they don't move with you.
Yeah, exactly that. Sometimes there's a mountain and sometimes they're not, and you see you get a favorite mountain, right? Really good mountain. You're yeah, I want this one to stick around, and then you go somewhere else and it's not there.
Yeah, it's not there
because they're static. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Kind of like metal. Anyway, oh dude, we should think of a metal band title from the topic of metals that fuse into one another. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Metal fusion.
Metal fusion.
Fused earth. Fused metal. Wait, what was the actual term you used when you described it? That they just...
Oh, weld. Is that what you mean?
No. Like the
I
whole...
don't think I heard.
Whatever. Absorb into each
I
other.
forget what
It doesn't matter. Man, we are tired.
it makes.
Well...
The electrons move. I don't know.
Whatever. Who
Someone else
cares?
can figure it out.
Star Wars was lame. What about other movie? Do you do horror movies? I forget if you can handle the scare.
They spook me out, but
no.
Olivia, my girlfriend, likes them. So
Good.
yeah, she'll make me watch them. Have you heard of The Haunting of Hill House?
I think maybe I have actually, but
it's
I don't
a
know
mini series.
Okay.
Real spooky. It really got me scared, but the ending was very satisfying.
A satisfying ending.
Yeah.
Curious.
Apparently, it was really popular like a year ago or two when it came out. So I'm like really behind on this. But
fuck.
Whatever. It is nice.
Who care? Any radical video games you've been playing lately, other than Binding of Isaac for me?
No, I don't play video games.
Oh, you're too cool for that.
No, I play board games.
Oh shit, dude. Other than Waterdeep, what? Oh, you were telling me about some earlier today.
Yes, I just got one. Spirit Island.
Oh fuck.
It's a fun game. It's different. It's a co-op game. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
Okay.
It's similar to like D&D. You're all working together.
I mean, I understand what code means.
Well, sorry. I wasn't sure if you had to play like a co-op game, like a board game.
Listen, idiot. I hope you understand. I'm abbreviating cooperation. Okay, yeah, co-op games. Anyway, idiot. Listen. No, tell me that. What is it?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
But so basically, there's this island, and there's these invaders that are trying to take over the island. Mm-hmm. But that's the spirits who live on the island don't like that.
Oh, right.
So they're trying to
it's
get the invaders out of there. The natives, there's also natives on the island. They don't really care about the invaders unless they get attacked, but the spirits can use them to help them. Okay. So basically, everyone who's playing picks a different spirit to be. They each have like different powers and stuff and different starting cards.
Cool. And
basically, you spend the whole time just trying to kill off the invaders.
Murder. Yeah. Awesome.
It's all about murder.
I like the sound of it.
There's like two ways to win. It's destroying all the invaders.
Destroy all humans.
And that one condition actually gets easier as you go on.
Oh, nice.
And then another way is increasing the terror level. So basically, you make them so scared they don't want to be on the island.
Yes, dude, I like that. Yeah. Fear tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Fill them with fright.
Cool. There's like 8 different spirits or so in like the base game. They all do a bunch of different stuff. It's pretty rad.
Good.
It's a very long and complicated game, but after you play it like once, you get the hang of it pretty quick.
Radical.
Although at the beginning, it always feels like you're gonna lose in a turn or two.
Oh, okay.
Because the invaders are just like automated.
Oh, they're powerful.
Yeah, so they got to be like strong early game, and then you get stronger and beat them off.
Sounds interesting. Did you bring that with you? Damn,
did.
We should have played that. Yeah. Fuck.
Dude, we'll get together again sometime.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, come down whenever, dude. Yeah. Like, if this was not a hassle for you to do,
pretty easy drive.
Dude, come through. Come through, man. Come through, boy. We're at 45. We were gonna do a shorter cast today anyway. Yeah. Any other things we want to climb through? Any other crazy topics? Any other wacky ideas to crawl around through? To creep about? We kind of glossed over the fact that we're long lost pals, but it's not like the biggest story. I don't think we got into too many shenanigans worth mentioning. But you're a mathler and I'm a designer. This is Jacob.
Mario.
And I'm Quento.
And I'm Spree.
And the three of us combined make the Spree McGee. Anyway, well, if we don't have any more interesting topics, I think it's time for the two of us to hit the hay. Any last words, bro, before I shoot your brains out?
Thanks for having me, dude. This is fun. Yeah. I had a good time this weekend.
Oh, yeah, man, thanks. I'm glad you did. We did not do much.
No, but it was chill.
Definitely not a lot. It was a very stony, chilled out time. Yes. It was pretty good. Anyway, as I said, this is Human Pasta, Quentin Bell.
Jacob Palmerio.
Rock on. Have a good night.